Psychological health. The human being is considered the basic building block of society and the essence of its construction. A healthy human being is the source of renaissance, thought, and progress. In order for the individual to perform his personal and social duties and tasks to the fullest extent, he must enjoy high psychological health, free of disturbances and problems that negatively affect his effort, giving, and achievements. The individual, the person suffering from a psychological disorder or defect, has a negative impact on himself and on others around him, thus standing in the way of his progress and achievements. Therefore, the great importance of studying mental health has emerged, which leads the individual to psychological and social harmony and compatibility, and a high ability to be productive, happy, and giving. 1. Definition. 1. Mental health scientists and doctors agree that physical health is the safety of the body from diseases and pains and the safety of internal organs, in addition to the active functioning of vital processes and their functions. However, the definition of mental health cannot be as simple as some scientists have seen, as the meanings and components of the soul. The level of its safety and compatibility is not a tangible material thing that can be measured, but is inferred through the individual's external behavior, interactions, and responses. Definitions of mental health vary depending on societies, their culture, and the behavioral rules in which they take place, and according to the different beliefs and cultures that scholars adopt. 2. Accordingly, the definition simple and comprehensive mental health. It is the prevailing and continuous state of the individual in which he is psychologically and socially stable and compatible, in addition to feeling happy with himself and with others, and thus the ability to achieve and appreciate oneself, and exploit self-skills and competencies to the maximum extent possible. That is, it is a positive characteristic that behavior has. The individual and his attitudes towards himself and towards others, thus becoming a happy, balanced individual with good character. 3. The importance of mental health. Mental health is of great importance to the individual and society, as it cultivates happiness, stability and integration among individuals, and it also has an important role in choosing sound and balanced treatment methods for problems, social issues that may affect the integrity of the individual's psychological development process, and some important points regarding the importance of mental health can be summarized as follows. 4. 5. The individual's self-stability, so that his life is free of tensions and fears and a relatively permanent feeling of calm, tranquility, and self-security. Mental health creates stable and normal individuals. The more parents have the appropriate level of mental health, the greater their possibility of raising psychologically normal children. A psychologically stable family enjoys cohesion, solidarity, and internal and external strength, and thus it increases the strength and cohesion of society. Mental health is effective for the individual, as it gives him the opportunity to open his horizons and the ability to understand himself and others around him, and makes him more capable of controlling emotions, and desires, and directing behavior properly away from abnormal responses. An individual's mental health makes him more capable of dealing positively with various problems, balancing emotions when falling under various life pressures, overcoming them, and assuming responsibilities without running away and withdrawing. Mental health makes the individual compatible with himself and his society. His behaviors are often healthy, likable, and pleasing to those around him. Mental health is also of great importance at the economic level and productive fields, and for achieving the principle of social development, as the individual who enjoys mental health is able to bear responsibility and use his energies, abilities and competencies to the maximum, as the integrated personality of the individual makes him more effective and productive. Factors for the deterioration of mental health: an individual's social, psychological and environmental life negatively or positively affects the level of mental health he enjoys. The World Health Organization emphasized in its brief report on mental health the difference and diversity of factors affecting mental health, such as physical ailments, heart disease, depression, improper health patterns, drug and medication abuse, in addition to poverty, wars, loss of security, widespread despair, low income, widespread unemployment, violations of the rights of women and children, violent and unhealthy family upbringing methods, etc. All of these environmental, psychological and social factors deprive individuals from enjoying psychological stability and mental health, and thus the spread and emergence of deviations, states of anxiety, unhealthy behavioral patterns, and many other negative effects. 6. Ways to enhance mental health. There are many ways and methods to enhance psychological health in the individual's life for himself and for those around him, and they are for example and not limitation. 7. Concern with meeting basic biological needs such as food, drink, sleep, and rest, helping to create a positive image and a healthy attitude towards oneself through positive suggestions to oneself in all situations. Relax as much as possible in all life situations, and stay away from sources of psychological anxiety, stress and fear. Paying attention to the general appearance, maintaining personal hygiene, and an elegant and tidy appearance, setting a clear goal for life and constantly and diligently striving to achieve it. Proper family upbringing free of violence towards children and adolescents. Manifestations of mental health. The results of mental health appear on the individual in all his personal and social interactive aspects, and are as follows: emotional balance and maturity, where the individual is able to balance responses and emotions towards various stimuli, and the ability to confront and overcome pressures, in addition to the ability to express emotions in a clear and mature way, without exaggeration. Motivation. Motivation is the internal motivation that drives the individual to various achievements and the constant internal striving to direct abilities and capabilities to achieve goals. Feeling B. Happiness. It is one of the most prominent manifestations of mental health due to psychological stability, security, and inner reassurance. Psychological compatibility. It is the internal acceptance of oneself, its abilities and potentials, and the ability to obtain the necessary degree of satisfaction of needs in the environment and taking into account the surrounding variables.